to my kitchen. Today we'll be preparing creamy chicken barbecue lasagna. What sets this recipe apart from traditional lasagna is that we don't use ground beef or mozzarella or tomato sauce, and we add a very creamy and colorful twist to our ricotta mixture. Let's take a look. We start out with 2/3 of a pound of chicken breast tenders, cubed and slightly browned, just enough to lock in the juices. We also throw in 8 strips of lean turkey bacon, cooked but not blackened. As you can see, I've sliced the bacon widthwise into 1/2 inch strips. Now, of course, every good lasagna needs a great ricotta mixture. For our ricotta, we use 15 ounces of part skim ricotta, 4 ounces of Philly cream cheese. That's what adds to the creaminess. We also use 1 cup of bell pepper. Now, as you can see, I've decided to use 3 different colors just to add a lot of color to it and make it very beautiful. We also use 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan Romano cheese, 1/2 cup of onion, 2 large scallions, 1 clove of garlic, a large egg, and 3 tablespoons of Mrs. Dash table blend. I think that adds a lot of flavor without increasing the sodium content. Now, for our cheese, instead of mozzarella, we'll be using 12 ounces of shredded Colby Jack cheese. And last but not least, for our sauce, we're going to use another 4 ounces of our creamy Philadelphia cream cheese, 16 ounces of your favorite barbecue sauce. I found that hickory smoke works very well for this recipe. We're also going to add a 1/4 cup of milk and 2 teaspoons of honey. Now, let's talk about prep. First, you're going to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Then, you'll prepare your lasagna noodles. I've set aside 8 lasagna noodles for our 7.5 by 7.5 inch pan. Now, I use no boil noodles. Before putting them in the pan, however, I don't like to put them in dry, so I soak them for about 10 minutes and then blot them with a paper towel, and that gets them ready for cooking. Now, I've given us a little bit of a head start on our lasagna, as you can see, just to save us some time. At the bottom, I've spread some non-stick cooking oil so that we can make sure our lasagna doesn't stick as it's getting all cheesy and gooey. On top of that, I've placed 1/3 of our barbecue mixture. Then, on top of that, we have 2 noodles, lasagna noodles. Now, my plan flutes out a little bit, so you will increase the number of noodles that you'll be adding as we move up in the lasagna. On top of the noodles, we place 1/2 of our ricotta mixture, and then on top of that, you're going to place 1/2 of your chicken and 1/2 of your bacon. Now, on top of that, we're going to put 1/3 of our cheese. As you can see, this is going to be a very creamy, delicious dish. And don't worry about getting it everywhere on your pan. It's going to spread out as you cook. Now, on top of the cheese, we're going to add more noodles. This time we're going to add 3 because, as I said earlier, our pan is fluting out a bit. Now, on top of the noodles, we're going to place another 1/3 of our Philly cream cheese barbecue mixture. You can just smell it. I really do recommend the hickory smoke flavor, but other flavors of barbecue sauce that might work would be honey or even original. You know, just choose your favorite because it's your recipe to personalize. And if it's not fun, what's the point, right? Now, spread this out relatively evenly. Again, don't worry about perfection because it's going to spread out by itself once it's heated. There you go. Now, we're also going to use the rest of our ricotta mixture. And this is a wonderful, colorful, creamy mixture because, again, we used 3 different colors of bell peppers And we have our Philly cream cheese in here. So spread that out and go all the way to the edges. Don't worry if your noodles haven't exactly gotten to the edges, because they will expand as they cook. That's what moisture does to noodles. Okay, now on top of this, we are going to place the rest of our bacon chicken mixture. Just love the smell of bacon, and when it mixes with that hickory smoked barbecue sauce, it's mouth-watering already, and it's not even in the oven yet. Now by this point, you'll want to have preheated your oven to 375 degrees. We're going to leave the lasagna in for 45 minutes. Now we're going to use the second third of our cheese. And don't worry about being neat. You can always clean up after you've situated your cheese. And also, don't worry if it goes a little bit above the top of the pan, because it will start to melt down a little bit as all of the ingredients are cooking. Okay, now let's get the cheese off of the sides. We don't want it burning. Now we're going to add 3 more noodles. Actually, since these are curling upwards, I'm going to turn them around. As so. Now, on top of this, we're going to put the last third of our Philly barbecue sauce mixture. And spread that out. Now, when you're placing this in your oven, it's a good idea to put a cookie sheet underneath the pan, because that will help to catch the drippings. And I can assure you, this gooey, rich dish is going to drip. So definitely be sure to use a cooking pan. And there we have it. That is our lasagna. Now, after 45 minutes, I'm just cleaning this up a little bit, and after 45 minutes, you're going to take it out of your oven. Oh, you want to cover it first. You're going to tent tin foil over it. You're going to tent it so that the barbecue sauce won't rub off on the tin foil. So you tent it with tin foil, stick it in your oven. After 45 minutes, you pull it out, uncover it, and you're going to put on the remaining third of your cheese at that time. Stick it back in the oven for for another 15 minutes. Once you've done that, until the cheese is very gooey and bubbly and browning around the edges. So we're going to go over to our oven, and I have prepared one in advance for us, just to save us time. I don't think you'd want to sit around for 45 minutes while this is cooking. As you can see, the cheese has gotten all gooey and golden, and it's browned around the edges. Can you catch a close-up of the layers in here? Doesn't that look delicious? Now, Scott, did you take a piece out of there?
Yes, I did.
Actually, I did. I'm just teasing Scott. To save us a little more time, because we only have 10 minutes, I wanted to cut a piece in advance so that you can see what the layers look like. Come on in close to this so you can see the colors and the textures and the gooiness of our lasagna. Now, the only thing left to do at this point is to eat it and enjoy it. Thanks so much, Paula. I hope to see you in Savannah. Bye-bye.